Here's an easy method on adding positive and negative numbers. All you need to remember is if numbers are the same sign, we add them. And if numbers are different signs, we subtract them. And then we keep the sign of the bigger number. I'll go over that in a second. First of all, what's the sign of the number? Well, looking up here, the sign of the number is whatever sign is on the left side of the number. So this 8 is a negative 8. This 2 is a positive 2. However, this 3 is not a negative 3 because this is the only exception. When you have minus negatives, it turns into plus. Minus negatives turn into plus. So same thing at the end. This minus negative 7 with the parentheses here, this parentheses really doesn't matter. So minus negative turns into a plus. Therefore, this is a positive 7, right? This is a negative 6. First number is a positive because I don't see a negative on the left-hand side. So whatever's on the left belongs to the number. Now let's look at some examples here under same signs we add. I gave you a positive 6 and a positive 4 basically. So we add these and it turns to a positive 10. We know 6 plus 4 is 10. Same goes with negative 6 and negative 4. Both these numbers are negative, therefore we add them. Still 10, but since they're both negative, the sum is negative. Same thing down here. These are negative numbers, both of them. There's a minus 3 and a minus 2. So I combine them. They add up to a 5, and since, again, they're both minus like the last one, the sum is a negative 5. Now, when numbers are different signs, like the red column, we subtract the numbers. So looking at the first one, I have a positive 4. Again, that's a positive number, and a minus 6. These are different signs. So I subtract 6 and 4, I get 2. Now, in the blue, it says keep sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is 6 in this case, right? So you look at the sign of 6. Sign of 6 is negative, so your answer is negative 2. The next problem, we have a negative 7 plus 12. Looks like our 7 is negative and our 12 is positive. So I subtract 7 and 12, I get 5. And again, the bigger number is 12, not the 7. So I keep the sign of 12, which is positive. So the answer is positive 5. For the next one, I have a plus 3 and a minus 8. They're different signs. So I subtract 8 and 3. I get 5. And again, I look at which number is bigger. Looks like 8 is bigger than 3. Therefore, our answer is going to be negative this time because 8 has a negative sign. Now, looking at this big example up here, let's quickly add those up by simply adding the positives. The positives are, we have the 3, the 2, another 3, another 1, and a 7. So 3, 2, 3, 1, and 7. And then the negatives are the ones that are not circled. And those are going to be the negative 8, the negative 6, and that's pretty much it. So since the green row, the positives, they're all same signs, I add them. I get a total of 16. And the red row, the negatives are also same sign, so I add them, and I get a total of 14, but it's negative 14 because they're both negative numbers. Now all you got to do is basically add these two numbers, the 16 and the negative 14. Negative 14 plus the 16, they're different signs, so we're going to subtract 16 and 14, we get 2, and we keep the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is 16, not 14, and 16 is positive, so our answer is positive 2.